Yeah, it's that sound. Whatever that is.
Yeah, this is just me adjusting the microphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust you. Actually. Dude, can you believe we finished a mission in an hour, though? That's pretty fucking good. Dude, that's like finishing a Flame Knives mission in an hour. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Alright, well, we are back either way. There's a crow cawing, or at least fluffing its wings, so that's... I assume it's cawing. Just take a... I really want to take a moment to look at this scene again, because it's been a while since we have. Why is everything green?
To me, it feels like maybe they wanted to have the sun in the background, like have a sort of lighting effect on the stuff that's further out in the background, you know, like some horizon effect. I don't really know how to say it in English, but I think that's what they wanted to do. But instead, they fucked it up and made it all green by mistake, and then they were too lazy to fix it.
I mean, because some of this is Blizzard's own shit. Like, most of the scene is Blizzard's own models or whatever, but he did deliberately adjust the lighting of some, but not all, rocks to be green. Like, that is not right, man.
I don't know. What are the things flying in the background, anyway?
Those are wyverns that the Wind Riders ride.
Ay. Good thing I have my whiskey here.
Good thing you can read this paragraph. At least it's shorter than the other one. Did we restart? Yes, Helltrix. I had to take a break. But here we are. We're back. You can change fog effects in these, so he made it green. That's why. That's the reason why. Jesus. Alright, dude, you're up.
Alright. Chapter 9. The Pride of the Empire. It even rhymes, sort of. Even though most of the clans lost their chieftains, everything is going just as planned. Sarsaman and Rat managed to lure many allied troops of the Empire away from the Imperial border by destroying an important outpost with an overwhelming force. As long as Rangul continues to win, the loss of the chieftains will cause too many problems. Now he's reached his first major target, the Imperial border. Press any key to continue.
Which one's the any key? Yeah, how many chapters are there? Too many, I agree. A traitor, you say? Dude, it's Cleavehead! I know that's a serious accusation, but yes, General. Edel absorbed the power of several demonic artifacts in order to get more powerful. I tried to stop her, but... Now, can somebody tell me if this is actually related to the choices we made in the other one? You couldn't do it because... Edel must have used her new powers to gain control over the troops, and they attacked me while she disappeared into the deeper rooms of the temple. I still can't get over how much of a stone-faced mongoloid this guy is, where his beard looks like a stone. Why are you telling this to me instead of General Greyhead? You'd never believe me, General. He's known Edel longer, and she manipulates him without him even knowing it. Please, General, he'd listen to you. You're old. Good friends, after all. If you told him that Edel's a traitor, he'd... Dude, he was also called Salomar with an E instead of Salamar with an A. Salomar, I have to guard our Empire's borders. One would never allow himself to be manipulated by someone using demon magic. Also, I don't have anything but your word to prove what you're telling me. This is all fascinating, but I don't care. Can we get to the point where I'm slogging through your game, please? General, an enormous orc army has arrived. They are preparing to attack our defenses. What? Zerg? Here? I won't allow some green-skinned morons to undermine our war against the demons. What kind of line? Commanders, prepare all of our forces. Salomar, gather your paladins. We will put an end to this nuisance before the orcs can become a problem. So I think this is the final mission. I'm actually not sure. I think there was only 9 missions in the previous campaign. We're very close to the Imperial border. If we can win here, we will have access to the other kingdoms and can invade all of them much easier than before. Written by a 12-year-old, by the way. Wrath as reward for your loyalty and the successful distraction of the forces of the allied to the Empire. You will lead our attack against the Imperialists.
It's not like there's anyone left alive to do that, so...
I won't disappoint you, War Chief. The Imperials will scream for mercy while my warriors slaughter all of them. No survivors. What a fucking line of dialogue. Of course you had to follow your primitive instincts and say that instead of realizing how useful... Dude, Vanessa's... Don't try me or I will tear out your tongue. Asterisk I asterisk was among those who saved you, unthankful pinkskin. So, I know I read the English language. That doesn't mean I have to agree with you. Some of the Imperials would be much more useful alive. Enough of this. We've already discussed this. I like that there's... I don't know if that's being picked up on the microphone in the stream, but dogs are just barking incessantly and unendingly in my background. I think it's a perfect soundtrack for this. Also, Dynamo is really quiet, apparently. I don't know how you can fix that. I can try to up that.
I'm just chilling in the background, you know.
I don't know if quiet means like you're not talking that much, or quiet means that your volume is not that high. I can try to turn you up on my end, though.
Oh, can you hear me fine right now?
I'll ask the stream. I can hear you fine. I don't have any problems, but maybe the... Oh, no, more question marks. Low volume, he says. Oh, this one has double the question marks of the other one. That's the only way you can tell them apart. Dude, this is some sick illness. Wrath, you're level 6. Congratulations.
What about now?
That's much louder, so I assume that'll be good.
I basically put the microphone away a bit in order to reduce the noise people were complaining about. But
well, I guess no, you can't. Not allowed. So I once again have so much money.
Warlord, the powerful mounted orc warrior, can learn berserk strength.
Wait, where'd you say that? Oh,
it was
check
on
it
the
out.
tips. You got tipped, dude.
I got tipped? So, the Warlord is actually a replacement for the Grunt. There is no reason to not use them. I guess. I'm assuming. I also have 2 allies, so that's kind of cool. Ravaging Fire Clan. Check it out, dude. Zermac. He's got all my items. And Sassragarn. Whatever. I can't soul burn people anymore. It's pretty depressing. But I do have Wrath, who can hurl boulders at people. So that's kind of cool. I guess I'll get Pulverize. And I started out with tier 1 adept training and tier 1 upgrades. Why is it that people are so obsessed with removing the early game? Alright, well. Let's see.
Once you play Age of Empires, I think you will find it interesting the way they dealt with this issue.
Did they not deal with it at all and just allow an early game to
Basically,
exist?
they have an age system where instead of, you know, upgrading your Town Hall to be a stronger level of Town Hall,
yeah,
instead you
like...
basically upgrade your entire civilization to be just that.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the campaign missions later on in the campaign, you start off with a more advanced age instead of the first one. But you still have to research the relevant upgrades for each age.
1300 HP Honor Guards! Check him out on Instagram. What the fuck?
What is their armor like?
12. And they have 3/3 upgrades at the beginning.
That's
of the game.
reasonable.
And then there's Veteran Knights with 1000 health.
Which look just like regular ones, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're not actually different otherwise. See if we can find some clues. Ooh! Get clued, idiot. Hey, try getting a clue next time, moron. Alright, we tagged him with a kiss. Our allied town is a fucking idiot. I don't know, man. Alright, come on, back up. Sit by Wrath and suck his dick or something. Hey, I said hold position! I don't know what is happening, but it's not looking good. Oh, they have a veteran Valkyrie. Dude, they literally just have clones of the same unit, but they do more damage and have more health. That's the only difference. 14 armor, critical strike, poison, resistant skin. Does Wrath's ult still require level 10? Yes! What? That's crazy. I guess I'm okay with that conceptually, but it still seems kind of strange, no? I'm gonna get some ends.
It is inconsistent, I guess.
Yeah, that's the problem. It has no consistency with like other heroes, so it doesn't seem sensible. I started out with the Kodo upgrade and Ensnare as well. Why? Why did I start out with everything? This is so strange. Alright, well, this is a pre-placed brigade, so they will not be replaced. I can't believe that you Dark Mind orcs are still alive. No matter, I'll finish what General Greymore has begun. Dude, you'll get stunned like a moron you are, dude. I'll send the cursed Greymore your mutilated head on a pike so that he knows what will happen to him, lol. While he's dead. Thus ended his saga. Too bad he'll be back.
What the fuck?
What?
I can't believe. Like, heroes die, and then they come back, but in cutscenes, when they died permanently.
Yes. They have
Without
to...
any explanation as to why.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking insane to me.
There's some attack happening, I think. I can't tell.
And I mean, you don't really get any penalties for losing your heroes. They don't even lose their inventory.
Nope. I was kind of playing around with the idea of hero death resulting in a random item dropping or something. Or like the most expensive item in their inventory dropping. And then you could just revive him. But then I decided I was just going to make it so that if you lost your hero, it was game over. So. What are we under attack by? Oh, crossbowman. Oh, oh. Dude, check it out. Alright, bye. I just wanted to give you a couple kills. Look, they have ballista on the fucking high ground for some reason. You know what that means? Wind Riders.
Wind Riders, yep.
Oof. Somehow that... Dude, that was so accurate. This is kind of spooky, actually. Spooky.
I love how really small arrows somehow does such massive splash damage.
Oh, they have some spawned attack waves. Too bad they suck. Hey, eat them. So 3 out of 4 of the spellcasters, by the way, use the same fucking dialogue lines, same voice profile. Oh, by the way, I started out with Berserker's. I may increase your hero's unit level in my campaign, so it punishes you for dying by giving a bigger level boost to the enemy hero. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Anal guard. Don't say that. What is wrong with you? That's what I have to say. Alright, I'm gonna use one Wind Rider. Otherwise, I might be too big of a man or something. Oh, shit. We need more lumber. I guess I should need some more burrows, too. So, also a problem that I've noticed in these campaigns, in these missions, is that... I know, it's shocking. How could I possibly notice a problem in this, but... Rest assured. Oh, they have pillage, too. That's kind of cool. One thing that's really obvious is that whenever you have allies, they just absorb all of the attacks. And so, I might never actually directly attack, it seems. Or maybe I'm just, like... Somehow...
Except that one mission with the elves and the dwarves.
Oh, yes. Well, that mission was a bit of an exception. But, like, as you can see, Salamar's paladins are attacking Zermac's Dick, and Zermac lost his hero somehow. I don't even know where he died. He just had a heart attack, like in the other mission. So it's just a fucking disaster. Fuck, he's out of range. I can't even see that whether or not I've selected that unit, and I did. I had him selected, but good luck figuring that one out. He's fine, dude. Fuck him up. Oh yeah, I forgot the champions have cleave. That's fucking sick. Oh shit, they actually are attacking. What are you doing? Oh shit! Apparently, attack ground means suicide. Good to know. I'm just spamming Bat Riders. Fuck this, dude. Oh!
What a fucking...
Frank. Oof! All my health gone, by the way. Oh shit! I led them away. Oh, okay, bye.
Oh! Oh, fuck. What a fucking disaster.
Annihilated, dude. I lost an N. Get some bats. Did you say anal guard in 2 messages? What? No. I didn't say Anal Guard in any message. Dude, this guy's still fucking sitting here because he's Paladin can go invincible. So he's still alive forever. Alright, couldn't you have died or something, dude? Just go kill yourself, honestly. Alright. Oh, you found some. Oh, what? Oh shit. A knight attacked up, I think. I don't know what happened. Alright, dude, we got our unstable concoctions. Need some more of those. If you know what I'm saying. We definitely need Arcanite ranged weapons, so can I get some, about like 70,000 more peons on lumber, please? What I want to know is, how long is it going to take my ally to kill this one hero? Do we have any bets? Oh yes, I think their paladins can cast Holy Light. They're like Warcraft 2 references or something. So he's casting Holy Light on them. They're casting Holy Light on him and each other. What a fucking illness. And they have more health and more armor than regular knights and deal more damage. Holy fucking mental illness.
At least they're not hitting anything. They don't have any pizzas to hit for now.
Listen.
Unlike the undead.
Yeah, well. Careful what you fucking wish for in this game. The Holy Light Circle jerk. Oh! Oh! Random undead! Came out of nowhere and one-shot a tower or something. I don't know.
That's just, you know, that's balanced. When we're fighting the Imperial, why are they undead here? I don't...
See. Oh.
And you can select those units properly, of course, so...
Yeah, good luck.
They got annihilated.
Hi. I can't believe what I'm watching. So, why did that happen? Besides to drain me of all my lumber? Oh, you guys still aren't done? Kill the destroyers, dude. Remember when they were called Black Sphinxes and Blizzard renamed them to Destroyers because they were afraid of blacks? I assume. I have no idea really why.
Wow.
54th platoon. I want your best flyers at the front. Destroy the base of the Ravaging Fire. What? Suddenly it's daytime. Wait, it's daytime in the middle of night. Hello? Oh, okay, just for a second though. Bye!
Shall be a pleasure, sir. We'll burn their base to the ground.
Don't say that. Oh shit! Quick! Let's
it's
sit
night
next to
again.
them
What
with
the
our
fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
What is wrong with this game, man?
It's busted. It's broken. Ah, their best flyers include 3 flyers, by the way. Oh shit, here's 6 more.
Copernicus should play this, honestly.
Oh, is that guy that you linked me earlier?
Copernicus? No, he's the one who basically theorized that the Earth rotates around the sun.
Oh, that's that guy. I thought you were talking.
If he plays
that
this
was like
campaign,
a username.
he might die a second time.
Well, can't argue with that. Oh shit! Now I gotta turn around. Where are they? What? Hey, that's not the Ravaging Fire Clan's base, you idiot! Can you pick the right player next time? What a disaster.
You basically just need to spam towers once again. That's all you do in this. Just spam towers. Because it's the only way you're gonna reasonably defend yourself. It's not like there's actual strategies you can use with your units to defend.
Well, I have upkeep, so of course not.
I don't remember what the food limit in Warcraft 2 is. It might be 50, it might be 70, I don't remember. But at least there, every unit costs 1 food, no more than that. So you can reasonably get a good defense army. And there is no upkeep either.
Well, I killed all those Pegasi, and now... Holy Destructor.
Nice, this is some good DPS.
So I actually did lose the game, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
They have 3-3 at the beginning of the game. That's sick, dude. Even my allies are cheating. I have nothing to fight those, so this will be hilarious. This is an old. What am I watching? Maybe I can win actually. What a sick fucking game. Dude, okay, well, we're restarting that one. Flyers with fortified armor, good fucking buy. What is even the counter to that?
And this is so normal, by the way.
I don't even want to think about what this masterpiece of a mission would look like on another difficulty. Oh, man. Well, let's go liberate that side base anyways. Where's my idiot? Okay, so we know that we get absolutely annihilated by men earlier. What would be the counter to those? I guess raiders and snare, right? That's like the only thing I can think. Hi. Iron Hand of Justice has given me a wave emoji. Fuck them up, dude. Well, if I can ensnare them, then yes, there really is no counter, but I have no idea. Maybe I can, maybe I cannot. My base is always laid out in such a stupid fashion that no human player would ever choose. But I should be used to that by now. Alright, I'm going to send this Wrath idiot over here to go get a tiny Great Hall. Oh, no, I can't. I have to upgrade this. Well, I guess I'll just send a peon down. And we'll just sit here and babysit our base for the early stages. I got carried away because the last two missions I've actually been able to fuck around in the early game a little bit. So now I'm reminded of what it's like to not be able to do that, I guess. So probably can't ensnare mechanical. No, I'm pretty sure you can. You can ensnare siege tanks and stuff. So there's that much anyways.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice. Have you reached a verdict?
So if you were making a Warcraft 3 campaign, how long would it be before you ended up ending your life, Dynamo?
Well, I've actually modded Warcraft 3 in the past, although it was only through World Editor. I never actually modded the executable file, as I think some people have done.
Yeah, some Russians have, I think.
There's always the issue with several different projects requiring several different patches, I think. But in general, I like the way you can modify the game. Every single thing basically in the game, as far as stats or abilities, you can pretty much change. Unlike in the StarCraft default editor, which you can only change a few.
It's a bit more powerful out of the box.
But there's way too many limitations, I think, for me to find it an enjoyable experience. For example, in Warcraft 2, there's actually two different build buttons because there's more buildings than the interface allows you to see. The interface here has 4, 8, 12 icons, right? In the bottom right.
Over here?
I'm drinking heavily right now, so that might influence my wording, but generally speaking, I am pretty sure in StarCraft it's 9 in total.
Yes.
And same in Warcraft 2. So all the buildings you could buy, just like in StarCraft, you have two different building buttons, you know, for simple structures and advanced structures, right?
Okay.
In StarCraft 1, like the Protoss, for example, have the gateway in the simple buttons tab and the starport in the advanced buttons tab. Well, as far as I have found, there is no way to actually emulate this behavior in Warcraft 3. So if you are making a race that has more buildings that are allowed to be on the sidebar, which is 11, then you're pretty much fucked. You need a different worker unit for that.
Wow. I didn't
And
know
is
that wasn't that you can't actually just make a separate
at least as far
submenu.
as I know. I'm not really an expert on the game, but basically the way I got around that is by creating an ability which basically changed the worker unit into an identical looking different worker unit, which looked and sounded just like the regular one, but had access to different buildings. So basically there was a trigger responding to this button on the unit interface that will switch around the unit type in order to allow construction of different buildings. It is one of the most hacky things I've ever made in a game. I've ever modded in. You also reset the HP. So for example, if your worker was being targeted, you could use this ability to constantly replenish its health.
Oh, okay. So it's just busted.
So that's really fucked. But it was the only way I found where I was able to create more buildings than the game will allow me to. So that's already a disappointment, and I think in general it highlights the fundamental limitations that Warcraft has in terms of moddability. It's just not a really it's not really a game that outside of I mean, I don't know if maybe my evaluation here is too narrow-minded, but if you think about it, what are the most popular Warcraft 3 productions? They are stuff like RPG online maps, or Dawns of the Ancients, or Tower Defense, stuff that doesn't really involve RTS gameplay. So my theory is that Warcraft as a modding platform does not really lend itself very well to RTS gameplay. And that is why the most popular productions were not really RTS focused. I mean, this is just the impression I have. I could be wrong on this. I don't really have any statistics to back this up, but this is the impression I've always received from it. So to answer the question is, if I were to make a campaign in Warcraft 3, I would say just not the right platform for it. Definitely.
Yeah, I can certainly sympathize with that. I mean, especially playing this so far, I'm not seeing too many arguments to the contrary, right?
Of course, when we look at a production like this one, we can see that much of the problems arise from poor design. But at the same time, if I were, for example, to take the files of this campaign and try to improve it, I don't really know what I would do in such a situation. Whereas, for example, when it comes to StarCraft 1 maps, whenever you show all the campaigns on your channel, I think at least for some of them, there are probably logical ways to fix the issues found in each map. Most of them have to do with AI in the end, but for example, you've mentioned many times how when playing a particular mission, like you see a situation and you explain how this same situation could be improved using the same tools that the modders who made that map used, if you know what I'm saying. I can't really say I feel the same way about Warcraft 3.
Well, that is true. I don't really have too many comparative things that I can use as a comparison, I think, most of the time. I definitely don't feel like I can, offer as many potential improvements in the same way. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stun this guy so he doesn't kill my son. There you go, dude. Get annihilated.
And I mean, the production I was planning originally was also supposed to have a campaign, but generally speaking, I did not feel comfortable enough with the map editor to go along with it.
Right.
Especially in terms of terraining. I just don't really feel like it works very well.
Well, at this stage, you couldn't do much worse than this campaign, I feel. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Did I ever make another war mill? I guess not. Something over here. I think I have to drop a site ward over there. I built this one witch doctor by accident, but I figure as long as I have it, I might as well use it. Also, I don't know if you caught that insane fight that I just experienced, but it
Yeah,
was
that
pretty
was
bad.
pretty. Yeah, that was pretty intense, pretty RTS like, I guess. No, this is the epitome of what RTS gameplay should be like.
He lived.
I am the Iron Hand of justice.
Wow, that's the luckiest troll alive.
Might be.
I can't believe they just have, they don't even look different. That is the knights. They look exactly the same, but they have just arbitrarily have more HP.
Yes. Don't ask
Why
me
would
why.
anyone do that?
I got no answer for that one, man. That's a toughie.
I am the Iron Hand of justice.
Oh shit, they're coming from my main now. Oh, or my expo rather. Look, they're burning his corpse like a.
You know what a cool thing is about Age of Empires 2 especially? It is actually a very keystone gameplay element of it. Whenever you are under attack, your town hall can actually garrison up to 10 villagers. 10, workers. So, for example, in this situation, if you are being attacked, you could do the same thing you do with the orc
burrows?
houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could actually send up to 10 inside to protect them.
I am the Iron
And I think it's a pretty cool feature.
My only concern with that is that I feel like it could definitely lead to a situation where you're rewarding or facilitating bad play, lazy play. You know what I mean?
Well, the difference is that in Age of Empires, resources are far more spread out. So you don't really have the town center in front of the gold mine like you do here.
Right.
So garrisoning
man, my
the workers is not really as viable as it will be here, I guess. Yeah, this is some really psychotic air attack.
I just don't understand why. Like, I don't get the motivation behind it. Does he actually say "good one" when you give him an order? Is that like real?
I actually have the audio disabled because I don't want to deal with repeated wordings,
Yeah. I'm just shocked that that's a line. And it is. Make no fucking mistake. Dude, what is going on over here? I keep hitting buildings for some reason. You don't say my town's under. Thanks, dude. What a fucking insightful message. Oh, that town. Watch out, more paladins. My AI allies have not even bothered to try to defend me, which is kind of peculiar. I feel like that's probably some default shit that they can do, right? But maybe not. Is there no cooldown on Holy Light for them? It doesn't seem like there is. They're just casting it off cooldown every time. There's a bunch of flyers fly right past my army.
Might be that there's way too many users.
No, there was only 4. Where did those units go? Why did they... I need fortified defenses. Once I get these antics will not avail them. Well, why don't you go get some more lumber then, idiot? Ay, ay, ay. I lost so many towers. And peons. So many peons. I can't believe how many times lumber just annihilates me in this map, in this series.
Yeah, you start off with a shit ton of gold, but lumber is always an issue.
There's always a shit ton of gold on the map in general, so...
Yeah. Except that island map.
Yes. But only at the beginning, so... Alright, Wrath needs to go get himself a Orb of Lightning here. And I guess I need to... Oh, alright. I can't see anything. Stop doing that, please. Stop saying good one, idiot. This is an attack I did not witness before. I wonder if this went to my allies or something. Oh, dude, every time that guy speaks, the lighting of the entire map changes. That dude is a powerful man.
What the fuck?
That's real. It's not even a joke. I mean, it is, but not the kind you're thinking. How does that, like, get through testing is what I want to know.
I think I know why that is, actually. Maybe. When I modded Warcraft 3, I remember some custom models having some really weird issues with the lighting. So whenever you selected them, whenever their portraits will be selected, they will change the lighting on the map. So I suspect this is what's going on with that.
What? There's another one of these undead attacks? This shit is random. It's not even consistent with itself. I'm going to mine on the other side of the map, dude. Fuck this.
Have you reached a verdict?
Oh no! Oh no!
I need more whiskey, that's for sure.
Zerg here!
I am the Iron Hand.
Oops. Wow, this is sick. Let him just sit there and take it.
Let me investigate.
They're dropping fire golems? Dude, this is too much. What am I supposed to do against this exactly? I think I just have to spam towers from the beginning of the game. This is the 9th mission I queer. It's a disaster. I can't believe there's a class of unit that's not only got fortified armor, which means it takes reduced damage from everything, but it also cannot be targeted by any spells. That is insane. They really bait you with that placement here. This is one of the things, when I talk about how like you shouldn't be pre-placing anything for the AI, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Or the player, rather. Like, this placement and the default placement of the peons, if I made that decision and then I got attacked, it would still be silly because it's like, oh, if you know you get attacked, then it's an easy thing to fix. Whereas if, you know, like, it's just map knowledge at that point, it's like a learned behavior. It's trial and error, as opposed to being something where it's an actual trait that, you know, you're adapting in the middle of the middle of combat or something. But by pre-placing this, you are basically guaranteeing that a first-time player is not going to lose lumber efficiency or whatever by migrating them over to the other side of the map preemptively. They're going to say, hey, I'm just going to leave these people here. I'm going to send more peons there. And then they all die to an undead attack that there's no way they possibly could have fucking predicted. And, like, that's exactly what I mean when I say don't pre-play shit for the player. Especially if you're doing it deliberately to fuck them. Like, that's what this does, is it actually creates more conflict for the player than what they should be dealing with. Or what they would be dealing with if they intelligently, in this case, redirected their units. You're just giving them a quick time event, basically. Like, once you know that stuff, push the button. Like, that's what it comes down to. It's like no interaction at all. Like, this is a non-decision. Where, by not doing it, I am deliberately gimmicking and gimping myself in this case. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I say don't pre-play shit for the player. Make it so that the early game is there. Make it so that if I make a decision, then I'm going to be held accountable for it. I can't be held accountable for this fucking base layout. I can't be held accountable for, you know, production structures placed all the way at the top of the map where I'm never going to go. And are deliberately, seemingly, placed so far away from where all the action is that increases the travel time of my units to my main army. I can't be held accountable for that. That's not my fucking decision. But, of course, it's still there. So it's just, I just don't understand the decision behind that. Like, at some point you'd think it would get so extreme, like in this case of Arkain, where shit is so fucking extremely designed in such a way where it's deliberately, like, malicious to the player and their interactions with the AI, that they would realize, the developers would realize, oh, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Maybe we should be, you know, making it so that the player has to be held accountable for the decisions instead of the other way around. Just on a design level, I don't understand that decision. And I'm not sure I ever will.
On one hand, like you said, it's part of removing the early game. The same reason why you start off with all those upgrades. But on the other hand, it's just clearly untested. Like, I don't think they really tested this at all.
Well,
maybe, you know, especially as a content creator, whenever you play your own maps, you know everything about it. You know every nook and cranny.
Mm-hmm.
So you know exactly when the attacks are going to happen, so you can easily defend yourself. But as someone who's playing the map for the first time, you have absolutely no way of knowing that this undead flying attack will completely destroy your lumber production.
Yes,
Which,
well,
again,
that's why when I'm making a map, part of the charm of me playing it afterwards and figuring out whether or not it's actually, like, balanced well, I can approximate that based on the fact that some of what the AI does is actually going to be randomized, even though I know all potential paths in some cases. Like, I don't really know, sometimes, like, the attack patterns can be randomized, the quantity of units, I know the range in where it can fall, between 10 and 20 or whatever, but I don't know completely what that's all about. And so, as a result of not knowing that completely, it does take away some of the intrinsic map knowledge, and does force me to scout so I can try to see where my enemies are. But I'm always integrating the challenge into the main, ways that you interact with the game. That's, like, a big part of what the challenge is to me, is playing the game. Whereas this is not, I'm not playing Warcraft 3 by responding to a QuickTime event. You know what I mean? That's what this is, really, is that's what you do in this. You're responding to a QuickTime event. And so it's like a completely different interaction. So, I mean, I do agree that, like, if you were the designer and you made this and then you played it, you'd be able to accurately predict all this stuff, and it would completely annihilate any sense of challenge or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why that could happen, or how that could happen. But, it's certainly, you know, I don't know, man. It's just a disaster.
It just shows that no playtesters were hired. And if they were actually hired, then, I don't know, they slept on the job. They got drunk. They got, I don't know, they played flame knives instead after Ahmed mind controlled them.
Ahmed told them, hey, download the flame knives. Fuck, dude, that's still really sick. I can't believe that happened.
What is Annihilation? Iquer just asked.
Oh, yes, I was going to get to that. So Annihilation is a StarCraft 2 custom campaign, and because you missed it, and because it's such an old production, like such an old one, I started it at the beginning or at the very tail end of 2017, so it's almost a year old, my playthrough of it now. So Dudekey made it for StarCraft 2, and he finally finished it recently. I was thinking, as an honorary, as the first StarCraft 2 custom campaign I did a Let's Play of, I figured I would go in and give him the honor of a full live-streamed experience. And it is like Arkain levels of silly sometimes, especially in the later stages of the production. So that could be a fun one to make people suffer through a second time. But at the very least, I will play the 2 or 3 missions that I have not played yet. Even if I don't end up doing the whole thing over again. So rest assured. Alright, so we're going to slam out a bunch of peons here, and then I'm just going to build a bunch of fucking towers on the left side of the base. I'm surprised the undead haven't attacked me yet, but I guess I wasn't doing anything else, so time has passed slower. than it otherwise might.
How many gold mines are in the vicinity?
There's one down here, barely in the fog of war.
But it is hard to defend, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's
Right
relatively.
now, it looks like you need pretty much as many workers on lumber as you can possibly get to just spam towers.
Yeah.
So you probably need way more than you have. They don't really count towards food, so...
What's going on, Keiji Tetsushi? Yes, lack of testing dog food. What's dog food in your product? That's a term I'm not familiar with. But whatever it is, it probably describes what I'm suffering through right now. We're building towers. That's what's up, dude. And the peon definitely can do that, so you can trust him when he says, I can do that. Oh boy, it's gonna be eating your own dog food. Not sure what that means, man. Ah. I see. Man, I'm gonna run out of trees.
Well, I mean, I place test the stuff I make generally dozens of times, but at the same time I really like the feedback given by other testers.
Right.
Charge for the Empire! Charge for the Empire State Building!
Whoa, you can't say that about my planes.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
Oh. Wait! Dude, the undead aren't attacking. Where are they?
Iron Hand of
Are they AFK? What's going on?
They will show up eventually.
I think they only show up if workers are there. Would that be funny? Would that be fucking insane? I feel like it's gonna happen. It's the truth.
What is a really good anti-air unit here? Because that's another thing with Warcraft 3. I don't really feel like there's much in the way of counter units for the most part, compared to like Brood War.
I mean, Brood War doesn't have too many hard counters, but it at the very least has a way where you can use mechanics to beat an enemy composition or whatever.
Yeah. In this game, for the most part, it seems like most units deal the same amount of damage.
Yeah, none.
I am the Iron
Hi.
Hand of Justice.
I don't get it, man. What is even happening? Veteran Knights are running into me and dying. I think what I need to do is kill this base here. If I kill that base, it'll free up my ally a little bit. This will be a long one. Don't say that, man. I don't want it to be long. The Knight of Long Flame Knives.
I am the Iron
Hi.
Hand.
Oh, we lost our shaman. Yeah, this is already starting. These guys are already starting to fall. Maybe the actual solution is not to build towers on your base, but in your allies' base, and then ignore them. That could work.
They're still getting annihilated?
Well, there's a gap in his defense, and he's not rebuilding in the right spot. So yeah, dude, check it out. I can tell that he's getting 1 gold per return if I click on his stuff a lot. That's pretty sick.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
There's a lot of pre-play stuff in the way, so it wouldn't actually do anything. But sure, I'll send some to Scout, just for you, since you asked so nicely. Send them to their deaths. Deaths, if I can speak the English language. Oh, so here's the undead. Hi. Wow, fortified armor is broken on these guys.
Have you reached a verdict?
No. I didn't even lose a tower. That's crazy.
I am the iron hand of justice.
Yeah, compared to what I thought was going to happen there, that was pretty good. So I guess if the undead do end up showing up like that, then I can just keep spamming towers as long as they're distanced from one another. Should be fine. Imagine if upgrading ranged weapons upgraded your tower damage. Then this campaign would really be over. So there's this, and my AI just suicides their units over there every time. So that's cool. Did you just put a kissing emoji in my fucking chat? They have a base on an unreachable cliff. You bet they have a base on an unreachable cliff. I bet that you are an evil person. Oh, Salamar's paladins are heading out. So let's clear this area so that we have something of an expansion that we can take. And then I'll tower my main, and then I'll tower here, and then I'll expand here. And then I'll Zerg here. Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Alright. Back to my main. Thing is, like, they never really seem to make much of a dent here. I guess they kill their attack waves or something, but... Oh no, a water elemental. Sound the alarm. Alright, we're gonna make a bunch of peasants, or peons rather.
Europoors.
Mm-hmm. Get them out of here, dude. They're European or something. Alright. That was surprisingly effective. Oh. That wasn't even... I think that was owned by the same player, but they also sent a second attack. Or it's just like that one orange mission. Your people, you killed Merlon. He was a friend. I'll avenge him by plunging my axe into my own gullet and sucking my own dick. Pretty sure that's what he said. Text moved too fast, so I couldn't really see. Dude, stop healing them. There's definitely no cooldown on that. It's the only thing that makes any sense.
The enemy dialogue is so cringy as well.
Oh, I know, I can eat them. That's what I can do to fight them. Can you die, please? I just need you to die. Thanks. Alright, we annihilated him. I'm sure the hero's not long for this world. Oh, fuck. Quick, finish the tower! Jesus Christ, that took AIDS. AIDS, dude, I'm telling you.
I guess a building takes more damage if it is being built.
Yeah. Holy shit, I was stunned for about 10 years there. That was pretty sick. And I died as a result. Whatever, they're dead. What did I lose there? Probably some of these. Oh, this is the part where I need raiders.
Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure it is this portrait of the platoon leader, which is the flying unit.
Yeah.
I think I used the same model in my Warcraft 3 mod, and it also caused lighting issues. So this is what I guess happens.
I can't believe that's the case. I mean, I can, but I can't.
That portrait just fucks everything up. I don't know why exactly. And this is basically, you know, a portrait that's on the Hive workshop, the place where they.
Well, that portrait is in the base game.
I'm pretty sure that's an edited one. The pipe is not in the vanilla game. The portrait is custom. It is based off a vanilla portrait, but it is not the same.
Oh.
And basically, this is on the Hive Workshop website where they're supposed to review every single item that is uploaded for issues. And, well, How did they not find these issues out exactly?
Don't think about it, man.
What a disaster.
Alright, we gotta go help them out. Hopefully our towers are enough to not end in death.
I am the Iron Hand. Let the hunt
Aw, don't say that, man. Apparently there is an unreachable base after all.
So, Wind Riders once again.
I guess.
Wow, that animation with the trapping ability. Do you see that?
I don't want to see it.
You should. It is the best thing of 2018.
They just spin in place.
Look at that, like the web spawns on top of the unit instead of around it.
Yeah, that's just normal, honestly. Oh, it is the last mission. So we beat this. We beat all of Orc. And then it's just undead, dude. It's pretty epic. Then we just have to beat the cutscene afterwards.
We're already dead, though, after this.
Yeah, that's... You're not wrong. Soulburn.
Do your AI allies have the same units you do?
Yeah.
So basically the enemy AI gets these super fucking OP units with 5 billion health, but your AI allies do not. That's fair.
Yeah, why would it be fair, though? That's not in the Arkain rulebook, I'm afraid. I have to go help them because somebody's fucking... Who has Banish? Maybe their paladins have... No, no, their paladins aren't normal spellcasters. Hi. Yeah, anytime these paladins are here, it's fucking over for my ally. You actually do need to soul burn them, but he's not soul burning anything. Oh, that unit has resistant skin. I can't eat it. Just eat this priest then. Fuck it. I have no silence. I have nothing that can do anything against them. So. That's some real insane shit, man. I never would have been able to dream this kind of content up in my life. Yet here I am experiencing it firsthand. So how does it feel to be part of a simulation?
I am the Iron Hand of justice.
I don't feel a thing. I feel like I'm not even watching this, like this is all a fever dream from the whiskey I've been drinking.
That wouldn't be that surprising.
Also, these earbuds have a bit of interference with them, so I keep hearing really annoying noises. So I also have to have music in the background, which makes it all the more psychotic.
Oh shit, my ally might actually be executing these idiots. I guess I can send my heroes over. Keep my army in the rear, defending my towers while they get set up.
Have the undead attacked yet?
Twice, yeah. But they just got annihilated by towers.
With the flying attack?
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is the only really viable strategy. Spam towers and spam air units.
Yes,
like,
we will have to transition into air units pretty soon, I think.
What is the strategy in this? Real-time strategy? What is the strategy? There is none.
They shall not escape. Let justice.
That's what it seems like. At least these guys can build their clan elites, so the AI does actually... Our allied AI does get, like, broken-ass units, but...
You can't build them?
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought that maybe we could build them from the Champions Hall, or whatever this is called, the Totem, but that's a prank. It's not real. Support our defenses out there. I don't know what these mean. Just some random fucking units. But here we are. We've assisted our allies. Here's some more undead. They died immediately. I couldn't even get up here to watch them. They were corpses, I mean, literally and figuratively, before I could even look at it. So at this point, it's really just about smacking my bitch up, if you know what I mean. Waiting for enough gold to not be a mildly metrosexual individual. What is this middle path? Is this the path less traveled? Am I gonna find a secret orb of fuck yourself in
Probably
here?
a fucking random demon camp like every other map.
No, dude, it's just more men. Hi.
Okay, just more pre-placed bullshit.
They didn't mind that one, I guess. Hi.
Understood. I can taste
Like, I can tell, but think about how the RTS games, where such an occurrence would have been so much different. Think about Brood War itself. Like, you see all those spawn units?
Yeah.
You could have lured them the same way and then annihilate them with siege tanks, for example. Their battle would have been over in an instant. Instead, this is just a fucking slog. There is really no way to just, you know, wipe the floor with enemy armies. Unless you use really cheesy strategies.
Yes.
Quote-unquote strategies.
That does seem to be the rub these days.
Like in Brood War or in Command and Conquer, you could easily have annihilated that enemy formation with certain unit compositions. Not here. Just not possible.
I can't believe how much healing these units are doing to each other. But whatever, we annihilated them. Alright, I'm almost done suiciding these units. Bye. No, he's mine now. You don't get him. Wait.
I go to the bathroom one moment.
Okay. Ah! Holy shit, he destroyed his entire house, guys. How does one really RTS a game like this, to be honest? It looks chock full of micro. Well, the problem so far is that there's just nothing happening. Oh shit, they're somehow countering my towers. I'm not really sure what's doing so much damage. Oh, they probably got shockwaved or something. Alright, dude. Whatever, man. Clue me. Wow, that actually did annihilate every tower I owned. Holy fuck. What? Did that knight really just do more than half of my peon's health in one hit? That's an illness. Okay, if you say so, man. Need a lot more of those. I don't know what fucking hopscotch game they were playing, but that was sick. That was like a little dance-off. And you guys are gonna come down here. You're gonna come over here. Is there a gear? You just come down over here. I mean, I don't really care if there's micro and like precise micro or whatever, but the problem is that this game actually takes a lot of micro away from you. You see how units enter into a formation when you click? Note that down here it says toggle formation movement. I actually have it disabled, technically. That's what the game looks disabled as. That's what it thinks disabled looks like for formations. Namely, formations are completely active. So, I got nothing for you, man. Get some more DPS on one of my heroes.
Have you reached a verdict?
Is this guy dead yet? Okay, cool. He's now some food. Anyways, what I was demonstrating by the formations thing is that they take away precise unit control from you. It's not something that you're able to accomplish.
I am the iron hand of justice. Let the hunt
Listen, I'm okay if you want to have formations. Make it toggleable. Make it actually toggleable. Not this fucking fake shit that they do, where you can't actually turn it off. That's all I'm saying, man. Make it so that I can choose. Instead of taking control away from the player entirely.
I am the iron hand of justice.
That's all I'm saying, man. Yeah, these guys do not have a cooldown on this spell, by the way.
Alright, here we are back with Legends of Arkain.
Iron hand of justice.
Legends of Suffering.
Reached a verdict?
My suffering is legendary, that's for sure.
Just shall I know. Have you reached a verdict? Let me rest.
Oh wow, there was stuff behind me the whole time. I
You
had no
know,
idea.
the strange thing about not only this walkthrough, but also, you know, flame knives, all those. How can someone watch these videos and think, yeah, this is actually good? You know? Like, even if you played it without commentary,
Right, yeah.
I think the flaws speak for themselves. So, I just don't understand how anyone could ever defend this. Yet people do defend it. It's insane.
Oh, these guys rebuilt. Jesus Christ.
But at least the AI seems a little less brain dead than usual. The allied one. Although if you think about it, it's like 2 versus 1. Your dark green and orange allies versus the aqua player. They're getting annihilated, so...
Yeah. That is the unfortunate truth. At least we seem capable of not getting annihilated just yet ourselves, which is a plus. Hi.
I am the iron hand of justice. Then thou will. Understood.
Alright. Well, we killed all their peasants. They're now going to fucking spin instead of... Jesus Christ. Alright. More towers, unsurprisingly. And then I gotta tower my expo. However, they unless they have another base somewhere, of course my ally is just abandoning me, they should actually not be able to do anything with this area.
Yeah.
Oh man, Dynamo, ho un po' difficoltà immaginarti parli italiano.
Posso parlare italiano con voi ragazzi se volete. È uno stile di, diciamo,
Spicy
commentario.
meatball.
Uno stile di commentario che sicuramente non è molto comune nei giorni nostri, ma at the same time I don't think anyone will understand what the fuck we're talking about, so I will just drink more whiskey and pretend I'm speaking Italian.
There you go, dude. That's what I did. Except I didn't even pretend. Let's be honest.
Is Jansevic Italian?
I don't remember where Janshevik is from.
Buongiorno, amico mio.
Buongiorno!
Yeah, see, I'm defying stereotypes. I don't really sound like that, surprisingly.
Yeah, nobody would have guessed that you were Italian, I don't think. You had to explain it to quite a few people who didn't immediately recognize your voice. As far as I'm aware, anyways. Hey, leave me alone. Alright, bye.
Yeah, Slovenia is like the only country in the world where, other than Italy, where Italian is taught at school. So.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, they get a lot of television. For some reason, also some countries in the Muslim world also get off television. I don't know why, but they do.
Hmm. Interesting Europe facts. So, at this point, we're sitting here repairing towers. That's what we're doing.
Immersive gameplay.
This is a sizable attack, I guess?
Understood.
Or could be. Oh shit, my allies are defending me. Quick, into the mine.
I am the iron hand of justice.
Alright, relax there, buddy.
Well, my accent is definitely more Sicilian, I guess, although I don't really speak the Sicilian language too well at all. So
So I'm hoping here.
I mean, I don't know if you knew this, but the Sicilian language is actually completely different from Italian.
Oh, I did not know that.
But I only speak very little of it, so.
That's weird. Why do they have their own completely different language? Is it like distinct with different rules, or is it like closely related, like Portuguese is to Spanish?
Well, yeah, it is a bit like that. Although, for example, even Spanish and Portuguese, if you know Spanish, you will not really understand Portuguese that well.
Right, but they were like, they have similar roots or whatever, right?
Yeah, they are similar, but not similar enough where if you know one, you will understand the other. So yeah, they are definitely related, but they essentially, because most of Italy was not unified until the 19th century, every region basically developed its own language and culture independently over the centuries. And this is the result of that. Italian as a language is actually a slightly modified version of another language that is called Tuscan, from Tuscany. You know, the region where Florence is.
Yeah. I'm
So,
vaguely
Italian
familiar with Tuscan.
Italian is actually literally that. It's just a slightly modified Tuscan language.
So we mined out all the trees down here, so it's game over, by the way.
Yeah, Imperator, there's the Sicilian language, although, like I said, I don't really speak it well at all. I guess I can try speaking some Sicilian here. For the crowds, while we witness this amazingly inspiring gameplay.
It's something, man. I got a bunker, so that's something. Fuck them up. Hi. Oh, we lost one tower. Oh, and our entire expansion. Forgot to build towers over here. Do I focus fire with towers? I guess the hero, but otherwise I didn't really care in that particular fight. As you can see, my ally is determined to break through my tower blockade as well. He will not stop until he is broken through. He is determined. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, Dynamo. I mean, Dynamo. Imperator. I also like how Dynamo said he was going to speak Sicilian, then he just fucked off.
I'm actually looking up some text while also looking at the stream.
So you're wave emojiing me, basically?
Let's try this one. Maybe, I don't know if Jan Shevik speaks Italian or just understands it. So let's see if he will understand this. Di chi duca si vanta, stai attento. Piglia pi buono solo plun pi 100.
Doesn't ring any bells.
He will be the judge. Or maybe let's try. Meglio figlio secco che amore che istruito senza onore. Usa zocco e hai e non chiancere chi duca non hai. O sticchio e duce con navi e ta voce. Yeah, it sounds very different from Italian actually. A povertà non è vergogna, ma manco preo.
No.
Exactly.
How many fucking heals do these guys have? Jesus Christ! My allies also. Oh no! He casted Resurrection!
I'm glad I had airbuds for this, or my neighbors would have sued me for, you know,
I am the Iron Hand.
screaming.
That's a suable offense there?
Understood.
Oh. I'm gonna say I wouldn't last very long.
Well, I mean, there's people doing fucking karaoke here for some reason on Saturdays. So that's an example of auditory pollution.
I am the Iron
Yes.
Hand of justice.
I agree.
I can
You know what else is pollution? Salamar the Healer. Check him out, dude. He's invulnerable for 10 years. I can't believe he fucking cast Resurrection, dude. That really made me angry. I gotta cancel 2 of these. I'll never live again.
left you in mercy. I shall know.
Resurrection by erection. Don't say that. Napolitano. Dude, that's language sounds fake. That's like a sounds like a prank language, honestly.
Neapolitan.
No, he said, "Oh, Napolitano."
Yeah, Napolitan.
Napolitano.
It is somewhat similar to Sicilian, but not identical. I can understand some of it, but not all of it. Yeah, Napoletano is just the city of Naples, which you probably heard of.
Yes.
The most famous pizzas come from there, so they also have the biggest mafia presence in the country, so
That's pretty cool.
that is what they are famous for. They are not in Sicily, by the way, they are in South Italy. Campania region, south of Rome.
Well, I just got annihilated.
And Neapolitans consider Sicilians to be their rivals, so we have this rivalry thing. Historically,
Where the fuck are my wyverns, dude?
God bless whiskey for allowing me to survive this campaign.
I don't have any.
You should get some, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, see, at the end of the day, you have to resort to Weaver's Bomb. It's the only real way to win. They have the speed and mobility that other units lack, and you can just focus down enemy heroes and defenses. Especially those fucking bullshit defenses up cliff that you cannot normally reach.
I think it's just all a sham, dude. I think it's all a big prank.
I do look forward to you playing Warcraft 2, which, by the way, is actually better than this significantly.
I look forward to me playing Warcraft too. Put it to you that way. Alright guys, it doesn't look like you've been attacked over here for a while. I think it's safe to move some of you over here to start building turrets.
Yeah, Autumn Wind, we like this area so much that we can get enough of it, so we will stay here forever. Building towers until the entire map is filled with towers. That is the strategy to win this campaign.
It's over. They attacked with more paladins. Where are my wyverns? Oh, fucking Christ.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
No! Alright, wonderful. Ay, ay, ay. Gotta protect my workers. They need workman's comp at this fucking point. Why do you think I'm making workers over there, dude?
Well, at least your lumber production right now seems to be as efficient as it could ever be.
Yeah, I just got a lot banked. I don't really have that many more trees to mine, surprisingly. Oh man, Wrath Wolfscar. What a name. Look at this, man. Look at what this guy has to deal with, this poor fella. He's got a 1 HP cannon tower that he won't focus down because there's a single Valkyrie giving him a smooch. And now he's dead.
He will be missed
No.
for about 10 seconds until you rebuild him.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, bye. Oh, man. Well, I guess I'll break these.
I love how it says, by the way, I think this is one lazy aspect of the game. Basically, whenever a unit misses the attack, it just says miss.
Yeah, there's no visual indication that they missed.
That's just so lazy to me.
Yeah, well, you're not alone. Alright, now I need to go over here and get some more lumber. I can't believe how much of this stuff is just for show.
By the way, is it just me, or is all of the stuff that is happening here not really referenced at all in the human campaign?
No, this is completely new.
Like,
I mean, he does. They do mention that the main dude is like he's been AFK. They just spawned shit on top of this barracks when we killed it.
Like, apparently we are destroying the Imperial capital, and in no way was this reference in the human campaign as far as I remember. Like, this would be a pretty big deal, I would imagine, but apparently not.
They reference it for like 5 seconds at the end. That's it.
What a disaster.
Because, like, the objective of this is to kill Cleavehead, or whatever that guy's name is. So we kill him, and then we're supposed to, like, I don't know, have a dick suck party at the end or something. Alright, I'm accompanying my ally over here. This will be great. You guys let these people out, please. This guy's just frozen here. He's done. He gave up. Oh, he did not. He ungave up. It spawned 2 honor guard. Oh shit, I forgot I can't touch with those. I can't interact with those men. And now they'll fucking get hung up over here, man. Oh boy. Sky Fury Tower. It's fortified, so it's gonna be a lot of pain. I can't touch those units. Stop fucking doing that to my men, dude. Losing all my men. Dude, what kind of sociopath has to design a faction like this? This is actually infuriating. And that's what it's designed to do, make no fucking mistake. This is just designed to piss you off. I don't even know where this guy went. I thought that was terrain. He's still fighting a pre-placed brigade. That's where he went, man. Pre-placed brigade where units just get spawned on top of structures. That's where he went. Jesus Christ. What a stupid gimmick on top of everything else in this Todd-forsaken map. Well, I reviewed the other one, so it only makes sense. I'm at high upkeep now, but I don't really see any way around that. I don't even know if there's any other gold mines that are easily accessible, or reasonably accessible. I guess I'll intercept this attack wave. Don't have much of a choice. Oh, okay. I just gotta sit here and take this one. No two dicks about it. Wow, that was all my men. They all died.
Why do the crossbowmen have like 5,000 armor? I don't get it.
They're normal, so they take reduced damage. They are broken though. That's been a problem in this production.
They have 10 armor. That's fucking bullshit.
I have 2, so that's pretty fair. And they also do bonus damage to my armor type. They're meant as hard counters. Honestly, I actually don't know what I'm meant to do here. This is also a similar thing where it does bonus damage to the armor type that I have.
This is another balance unit.
Yeah. We actually killed it, so that's cool. That's something.
What is the undead base? You might want to take them out first.
I don't know, dude. People are telling me to cheat. Fucking casuals. Not willing to sacrifice all your time. What, do you actually value your time, you fucking degenerate? Dude, a blacksmith spawns 2 veteran crossbowmen with 10 armor. Can't make this stuff up, dude. Why does the 10 have 500 HP? I was really expecting men to come out of there. No, the undead actually have no dialogue presence at all. They just come out of nowhere and attack you, and there's no explanation. I guess there's undead. It seems like that's where the base is. I don't think there's actually a utility to attacking these units. I mean, I guess it stops your AI ally from fucking around with them or something.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice. Let the hunt begin. I can taste it.
Nice
I can't believe this
stops.
isn't, man.
Let the hunt begin. I am the Iron Hand of Justice. Have you reached a verdict?
This is what they wanted you to do. No Ooga Booga. Oh yeah, they're invulnerable. I forgot about that one. Have fun. You guys like that one? You guys like the invulnerable undead? Isn't that so kooky and fun, lol?
It is what we came here for.
No.
Wait, what? The base cannot be destroyed?
Yeah, that's what I said. They're invulnerable.
What? Oh my god. See, if you click on that unit, if you click on the airship, you see the lining changes.
Holy shit, I didn't even notice that. That's insanity.
It is the same issue I experienced with my mod. This is how I've workshop approved the model, by the way.
That's pretty
No.
epic. I still can't believe that base is fucking invulnerable. Yeah, that's...
All of it? Or just a
No,
few
the
sections?
entire base is invulnerable.
That is unbelievable.
It's very believable, unfortunately.
Do they have any resources? Or
I don't know. They're probably
resources
mining.
you can cut off?
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
Maybe the
hi.
workers are not...
Have you reached a verdict? Ashvalano.
Oh, okay. Go away. Don't fight. Just run away.
I am the Iron Hand.
He saw the towers, dude. He knew his fate. Why am I still building towers?
Let's see if we can find any clues.
Just realized this guy doesn't have an orb. Let's fix that. Dude, what the fuck am I meant to do here? Undead just send random shit at you. I'll get in. Quick.
Is there an optional objective for the undead?
Nope. Build a great hall behind the Empire's main defense. Why is that a fucking bonus objective? What does it accomplish? Seriously, I want to know what the fuck the point of that is. I mean, obviously, it's pretty easy to do. You just throw a fucking tiny great hall behind the
I am the
area.
Iron Hand.
What do you... You really want me to cheat for vision? Here you go. I don't want to look at that. There's a cutscene or something over here. What a disgusting looking map. Just... Oh my god. Pragadaras the Smoking.
Nice.
7,000 HP Firelord, dude. Check it out.
You should daddy that guy.
I'm not touching him. Oh no, I probably am. Look how little damage these guys do to him.
Yeah, and they heal too.
Well, yeah, of course.
Let the hunt begin. Let me investigate.
Oh, hi.
Have you reached the limit? I can taste it.
Well, he's level 9. I can't believe it's real, man. I can't believe it's not micro.
Let me investigate. Justice shall be swift.
It's supposed to be embarrassing, I guess. I don't know.
I can taste it. Understood. I can taste
Can I even make my way over there? Not actually sure.
Let the hunt begin.
I guess I can do this. Oh, actually, Sasro Garn is going in that direction.
I am the
That'll help me out.
Ashvalano.
Fortunately, he's just a Thrall clone, so he's not very useful. Oh. He didn't even fall from the ground. I forgot about that. Dude, he used Earthquake. What the fuck? Oh, shit.
What's on the bottom of the map?
Some Eridar. Some fire demons. Or demons. Doodads.
Just the usual demon outpost.
Not even an outpost. There's not even any buildings over here. There's some buildings down here. They don't seem to be responsible for anything, though. They're probably a cutscene.
Justice shall be swift. Ashvalano. Understood.
Check out my granite golem, dude.
I can taste it.
Check it out.
I am the law. Justice shall be swift. I can taste it. Justice shall be swift. Let the hunt begin.
So he does chaos damage. He actually does full damage to
Have you reached a verdict?
this stupid piece of shit structure. Flying structure, by the way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he died. So.
Understood. Let the hunt begin. Justice shall be swift.
There you go. I did the bonus objective. What? Who stunned me?
Justice shall be swift. Understood. Justice shall be swift.
Oof. I'm tickled.
Justice shall be swift.
Makes me feel a little kooky.
Ashvalano.
There you go. I did it.
I can taste their
What's the bonus objective? What does it accomplish?
Justice shall be swift.
Hi.
I can taste their
Look how no damage it does. Jesus Christ.
Let me investigate.
Yes, I expect it to do something. What do you mean? Oof. You expect it to do something? What else would it do if not something? I don't get it.
It will do nothing.
It's not even fucking useful because there's no gold mines behind here. There's 2 gold mines left on the map that I haven't already taken, and they're both in the center of the enemy base. Jesus Christ.
Maybe it changes the story, you know?
Oh yeah. Because that's important. Hi. So, this AI actually does not defend very well at all. Oh, never mind. I thought that was my expo.
Let the hunt begin.
I guess at this point I should just get over here with my main, with my heroes and everything. How does it get stuns that off that fast? That's so crazy. We did it! We destroyed a structure. So epic.
We should destroy the altar before the enemy heroes come back.
They have more than one altar. For sure.
They shall not escape. Let the hunt
But that one's being used.
I am the law.
Yeah, it's hard to tell since...
Yeah. The flames mix up with the damage one.
Well, the flames also
What
don't
is
change that
readability?
much. Compared to when they're active or whatever, but I'm sure they have like 2 other altars at least. Their bases are always made to be so fucking massive for no reason.
Yeah.
I forgot I can't actually rally directly to them because there's an invulnerable undead base there. In the way. Well, at least they have, well, they do have some more production, but I'm going to sit here and heal a little bit. Look at the fucking light blue base. I don't want to look at it. That's the main one I have to destroy, too, I think. Somebody took just the fact that he took the time to pre-place all of these is sickening enough. Also, they're I'm not sure if their spirit towers are actually meant to be that way, or if that's just coincidental timing.
I am the iron
No, I think
hand.
no, it's just a bad luck on my part. I thought for a second that the spirit towers are also slowed, but then I noticed that there was a traditional Nerubian tower there. What do you mean, at least the world doesn't just end? That sounds more reasonable, honestly. Hi. What a sick fucking map. You know, this is all my supply right here. I have no supply on anything else. Oh. Well, yeah, some people, including him. He did that in several fucking maps. You would be appalled, unfortunately. I would not be, because I'm used to it by now. But... Crying emoji, yeah, exactly. See, I can't actually tell if this is in use. It looks like it might be.
I think yes, because if you look at the portrait, there are no flames on it, so...
General, Sir Alaric has retreated. Damn that coward. We must take control of the remnants of his forces and take back his position. We'll deal with that bastard later. As you command, sir. As you, actually. I don't know if that means that they actually are going to do something with this base, or if they're just done, lol. But, Sounds like more whiskey to me.
Yeah, it seems the AI, the artificial intelligence or artificial stupidity is basically inactive. The altar stopped working as soon as that cutscene played.
Yeah, I think that was just a hero, though. They are still retraining some units, by the looks of it. Oh, never mind. This is like a spawned attack or something.
Yep.
And where did they go? Okay, bye. What? Oh, he was stunned. I couldn't tell.
Well, he's getting close to level 10 at least, but I don't think his ability is going to be particularly useful at this point.
Well, it's also a side quest I've got to do. So they are still active, I guess. Judging by what I'm seeing here. So I don't know where any of their shit is. Whatever, mess, Wind Riders, dude. LOL.
Oh yeah, only light on the column, that's, you know, balanced.
This will destroy my entire tower set, so...
Yeah, you need to pull your wing riders back.
He's just gonna get healed forever, even though I've been focusing him down this entire time. Oh, at least my ally's here. I can actually divert my Wind Riders then. To cleaning up. I can't believe this is real. Like, I've played some shit before. Don't get me wrong, but
It is so epic, all these powerful units you are fighting. This is what fighting an epic battle would feel like. Just spam towers.
don't remind me. Oh, this hero's still here. How am I not fucking surprised? Finally. And he still canceled it in the end. I can't I just don't get it, man. Who the fuck made this? Seriously.
I am the iron hand of justice. Let the hunt begin.
Look at the blue base. That is so fucking cancerous.
It's real, man.
It would be bad even if this were StarCraft, right? Because that would be too much pre-placed shit. But especially in a game like this where destroying anything takes 5 million years, this is just painful. Like, there's no way this was not made with the intention of pissing
Wasting
off
time?
players.
Yeah. You got that right. The only way I can actually attack the... Jesus Christ. I can only attack these Imperial Border Guard with piercing damage if it's done in a... while they're hexed or something, because otherwise their defend just kills my units. It's such a sick
I am the iron hand of justice.
fucking
They shall not
mechanic, dude. Where the fuck is... Like, they don't actually train out of any of this stuff, so I don't really know where these units are coming from. I just know that they're... They need to be stopped.
let the hunt begin.
This guy's fairly close to level 10. He gets 4 XP per kill, so...
They should be leveled up soon enough.
Soon enough, unfortunately, cannot come soon enough. Oh my goodness. Good luck fucking trying to fight against AI when they perfectly fucking cancel every structure you try to build. What? Oh, he's level 10. Hint! You are now playing a quick time event. That's your fucking hint, idiot.
I am the iron hand of justice.
I do?
Left nimble.
No way.
Understood.
Yeah, so they are still slowly sending attack waves out with those leftovers. It's just a sickening amount of fucking wasted time. I guess that means I have to find wherever those units are coming from and execute them. I'm not actually sure where they're training them from, though. I guess they have... I think that's all their production. I'll kill that off. See what else fucking awaits me. I don't know if there exists enough whiskey to finish this map.
Yeah, man, I don't think so.
Had fucking perpetually spawning undead
fucking...
this whole time. From a base that you can't actually engage. This is art.
This is just cancer. Like, this is worse than Antioch Chronicles.
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right to me.
Like, I'm here staring at the screen. I don't even know what to say. There's nothing to say. It's just fucking cancer. That's it. Cancerous cells. That is what it is. On the one RTS that is most unsuitable for this type of map design.
Use the new Avenge ability? Maybe. I might be able to do that. Stop that. Alright, all their production is gone. Now we can laughably, slowly clear their fucking tents, because if I don't do that, then... Oh, my fucking tower. Alright, anyways, if I don't kill all these structures, then the next AI attack that gets sent is not going to work.
Have you seen the death animation for the enemy unit? They don't even, like, release any blood or feather particles like the other flying human units do. They just disappear.
I did not even notice that, no. Unfortunately. No, as far as I'm aware, that is one thing it has not had. So you got that going for you. So we are now engaging the final enemy base. Unfortunately, we're also under attack. And it's a mega wave, so pretty gay. And this base is also about the size of my fucking hemorrhoid, so it's pretty big. Cillier Cleavehand has the same ability that my hero just unlocked, in case you guys were wondering. Oh, he's dead already. That was pretty funny. So I killed the everything, I think.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure it's all gone.
I think there's something next to the undead base.
Yeah, some farms. Hopefully it doesn't matter.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
But
Wishful thinking.
yeah, you actually have to find every missile turret on every island.
Have you reached a verdict? Then thy dead.
Alright, well, smash the altars.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice. Let the hunt begin.
Yes, that was a Vorgaz map, actually. Believe it or not. It was making fun of the fact that sometimes there were maps that had turrets on islands that you had to kill. It was a big funny. Oh, he's back. He's immune to magic, by the way. The undead just killed my expansion. So that was pretty cool. Now he's dead again.
I am the iron hand of justice.
This is just like a laugh after a laugh after a laugh at this point, man. I don't know what's going on. Under normal circumstances, those units would actually stop and fight back, but those structures are invulnerable, so they can't. It's pretty funny. I can't believe this is real, dude. It just keeps going. It doesn't stop.
The gift that keeps on giving.
And my heroes can never stop fighting either because they never run out of health or mana. They train those air units that have like 1 billion HP and deal 1 billion damage, or not those air units, a different air unit, the Pegasus. They train those from the barracks, not like a Griffin Wrist or anything. Dude, I'm sure whatever's happening down there is life-threatening, but I don't care because I'm trying to win now.
I am the iron hand.
Ooga booga you indeed, dude.
Justice has power.
Dude, he summoned his ultimate and the ultimate just left. It gave no fucks, dude. It was out of town.
Man, Autumn Wind, I wish I was drunk. Trust me. It would make this a lot less painful.
I am the iron hand of justice.
Like, if I were Pronago right now, I would just have used the Who's Your Daddy cheat a long time ago.
Nah, dude. I got this far.
I am the iron
Cheats are for, men of questionable sexuality.
I didn't say anything, but until like 10 minutes ago, I didn't even realize the ground base was a thing, you know, because on the minimap, it doesn't even seem to be a base, it seems to be part of the terrain.
I am the
Yes.
iron hand of justice.
Unfortunately, it is not.
When I realized that was an actual base, the pain was too much for me to say anything.
Yeah, I feel that.
Let the hunt begin.
So I guess they did get driven back, or they fucked off. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not even bothering to rebuild the towers, though. If, I don't know, dude. It's just over.
I wonder if it's possible to increase the food limit to 200 to be like StarCraft.
It is. That is a possibility you can do. Undabu, by the way. In case anybody was wondering. So he can use the powerful Avenge spell. Oh, it actually does work on this Cleavehead idiot, even though he's magic immune. He must have realized maybe it's shitty to make it hero magic immune, and then make it so that, you know, I'm also trying to play a serious game or something. Ah, you fucking focused my hero down with the nuke. That's pretty cool.
The Avenge ability is basically some sort of meteor spam.
Yeah. He used it against me in the dwarf mission.
What does that have to do with avenging? I don't get it.
I don't know, dude.
Like, if you were to avenge Necrom, would you spawn asteroids on top of Arkain? I don't think you would.
Yeah, I would try to, but I don't know if I would be very successful. Alright, I just saw another altar, so we're gonna try and stop that. Our gold mine has collapsed. Good thing we have one over here we can take. Alright, well they only have one altar left, so... I think so anyways. Maybe they have 3. They're rebuilding everything in their base. 3. Look at the slow trickle of retards. Hopefully I just have to annihilate his castle or something. Oops. Well, I couldn't hex him, so what's the point? It didn't even do any damage. Where's my altar?
What a fucking sham this is.
Can you believe this is real? Because I can't. I still can't fathom.
I'm just hoping for it to be over.
Dude, you and me both. War is heck, and I'm Shardundred.
I need more whiskey for this. I'll fucking fall asleep.
Doesn't whiskey help you fall asleep? Oh, he's already gone. He's gone to go get the booze. I honestly cannot understand the incentive to sit here and reuse the same fucking model for every hero in your goddamn arsenal. Like you're some kind of unoriginal hack or something. Who can't even be bothered to... Barracks have 2,000 health. It's pretty epic. No, I'm sober, unfortunately. Stop it. I wish Rally didn't fucking aggro. I just want my units to move to the location. I don't know what's doing damage to them, because I can't see. My allies have just been suiciding themselves over and over again this whole time. But no matter. They're only training out of 2 barracks, even though they have like 30 of them over here. Hi. Oh. I'm now completely out of Wyvern. Because this is an attack force or something. Honestly, dude, just go fuck off, please. Don't speak. Now avenge the castle, quickly, before I run out of fucking patience.
Imperator, I wish I was drunk. It would make this a lot less painful than it is. Unfortunately, I do tolerate alcohol very well, and that, as a result, it is only suffering for me.
I don't get it, dude. Where the fuck are all my wyverns? Have they just rallied into death this whole time? Like, where are they? Where did they go? I've made so many. And they're all dead. Off in some fucking corner. Health is so inflated in this, I can't even kill a fucking priest. Oh, I didn't realize they had been so low HP. Well, good. I'm glad.
If you see the animation, you will see it is actually disappearing. The flying human unit, that is.
Hey, this is like a special structure or something, so it doesn't actually get repaired. I don't know what's up with that. Humans are just refusing to repair it, so that's something. Kill me. That's what he just said.
I have no words.
I have no wyverns.
For the glory of the I need orders. Are there enemies above? Boom double.
250 energy, by the way. Oh shit, now they're repairing it. Oh. I think they only repair it after it gets to like a certain level of HP or something, maybe. I don't know where his ultimate is going, but you know, wherever it is, it's...
Is your objective to destroy both brown and blue?
I just have to destroy the base of the Imperial Guard.
Which is which one?
This one, I'm pretty sure. It's called Imperial Elite Guard, at least. My unit is immune to magic.
Our town is under attack. Return to the earth. Let me at them. Let's see. Are there enemies above? We're under attack. Yes, chieftain. What trouble?
Let's see if we can find any clues. Don't fucking Jesus Christ! That stun lasts for fucking ages.
Let's see if we can find the address of the one who made this.
They have another town hall down here. Oh, that's a different base.
That's a different... Yeah, it is.
What trouble?
Maybe some of your wyverns are getting destroyed by the undead base.
Look how many men they suddenly have.
Yeah, they are spawned in, I'm pretty sure.
It certainly feels that way.
Yeah, see, no, that animation on them.
Yeah, well. That's reserved for the ones that earned it or something, I don't know. We finally fucking annihilated their capital, dude. Holy shit. And they have no more workers. What a beautiful sight. Now we can just chip away at the rest of their shit.
I can't believe they produce flying units from the barracks.
Yep. In mass fucking quantities. What are you... Well, they have so many barracks. So it's basically impossible for them to...
So while we're on the subject of insanity, you mentioned that apparently Tassadar was a Xel'Naga level. Is that really part of the StarCraft load now?
I think it was... honestly, I don't know for sure what's the deal with that. Either he was a Xel'Naga the whole time, or in actuality, all of the times that you saw Tassadar in StarCraft 2 were the projection of a Xel'Naga. It's not really clear, so...
Wow.
Either way, it's shit. So, what are you gonna do, man? Where is the rest of their production? I can't believe he used the same fucking team color for this guy, too. Like, what a deceptive, shitty human being you have to be. Anyways, they're only building out of none of these structures now, so...
It could be that Brown is also two separate AIs.
No, this is all one AI. They're not actually an AI. They didn't even have a base mining from that gold mine. Dude, this Avatar Vengeance never times out for some reason.
It's like you need to take it down.
I'm mining from one gold mine right now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the southern one was destroyed.
Yeah, I've actually had this one, and that one, and they were all destroyed, so... Oh. I'm not sure. Oh, it's not even defending at this point. So yeah, we destroyed all their altars. We destroyed all their peasants. Well, he just says blatantly Tassadar, the form I chose to inspire action in the one called Zeratul. So I just assumed that it was all fucking sham. Look at that, man. That's pretty cool. What a cool guy. And then he just leaves afterward. That's pretty funny. Here, let me try that. See if I'm nearly as successful. I don't think so. Oh, they're... Watch out, they're training. What?
I don't think you are surprised that it was not as successful.
Yeah, it's almost like it's programmed that way or something.
We're under attack. Boom double. I need order. Enemies above. I need order. Under enemies above. I need order.
I was drinking and shitting for 40 minutes. You left 10 minutes ago, so I don't think that's the case. But what are you doing? We did it. They have no more barracks.
iron hand of justice.
Where are you going? You fucking lunatic! Alright, well. Hi.
What a fuck.
Need something? Tell me. Say the word. We're under enemies above.
Die! Dude, they must actually have another one of these somewhere.
Return to the earth. Need something?
Alright, we're finally killing the Avatar Vengeance, and it's dead. So, is there another... Okay, so they did have one more altar. It was a prank the whole time, dude.
Need something? We're under attack. Our town is under attack. Boss, I need order. Speed under enemies above.
I hope you can destroy this base. I have to leave in 10 minutes anyway, so.
Well, I'm pretty sure I got it. I just don't know what constitutes his base in this case. So I'll just annihilate everything. Only starting, huh? Pretty generous of you. A fully channeled earthquake is not enough to kill an arcane sanctum. So that's pretty cool. Now where did I build another one? Over here, right? Oh wait, it got annihilated. I don't even know where you came from, dude, but you're coming down here. Well, was Arkain as gay as you thought it would be? That's a good reaction, actually. Can you believe the Orc book is finally over?
Might even have been more painful than the human part.
Oh, I think it was way worse, but not sure how to quantify that exactly. Where, what is the remaining structures that... Do I have to kill every farm? Is that real? No, okay. We did it. Holy shit.
Wow, finally. This has been unspeakable, ungodly.
What terrain are you talking about, dude? I don't see any. Oh, this is just the beginning. I will join the kingdoms and blood of Imperials when I find Greyhead. And I will make him suffer in a way not even a demon can imagine. This is a great triumph. Without the Imperial border, the Empire lays open before us. By destroying this defense, we have opened up several ways into the kingdoms. This kingdom, I think the humans call it lore, is lost anyway. Unlike the humans, we possess the strength to deal with the demons.
Weren't their fucking chieftains and tribes annihilated? How do they have the strength to do that?
I don't know, dude. First we conquer the kingdoms, then we deal with the demons. Also, we will build our defense at a better position, unlike the human dogs.
What does that even
Father,
mean?
our huge demon army is approaching, and it's destroying the members of the other clans. While we were fighting against the Imperials, they brought an army that's completely different from anything we've ever seen or heard before.
annihilated.
Check out Father Demon gimmicks. We have to retreat at once. We played right into their hands. All right, we'll move further into the lands of the Empire and move north to the shore. From there on, we'll work on a new strategy. I like how in this case, he has like a perfect fucking plan. Immediately comes to it. But then in all of the other cases, he's trying to have like this fucking, oh, I don't know what to do. And then Zerbek tells him what to do. He's like, all right, we'll do that.
Of course.
Of you, actually.
Wow. What did I just play? What did I just witness? I don't even know.
Well,
I don't know what to say.
if you have the
I don't
time,
know what to
there's
think.
a cutscene here that is going to sum everything
Let's
up.
see.
You can read this dialogue, quote unquote.
Retreat. The orcs make haste to retreat from the Imperial border and get away from the huge demon army as fast as possible. Meanwhile, it begins to snow. Void. And an unholy creature watches the events with great interest.
Because he's Jewish,
Press
you know?
any key to continue.
He's got a lot of interest. And it's for, oh. Choices
I love
have
how
been
this
made by the
always
mortals.
some sort of evil
Although
entity.
they didn't affect the grand events, they do make some difference. Let's see.
The difference does not really translate to the pain we've been through.
Rango the Death Priest clan. He's one of the key characters. He is proven both to be wise and cowardly at the same time by leaving the Empire's Kazakh forces alone. He could have shown his strength, but he didn't. Rango killed the most powerful spider in these parts. A shame, really. If I were him, I would have tried to use him for my own plans instead. Not an optional objective, either. You couldn't actually mind control it. Rango fought his way to the Iron Fist at the way to this little clan meeting. They aren't amused about what he did. Still, none of his actions prevented the demons from halting his invasion. However, the war isn't over yet. I can't get over these units bumbling into each other. It looks so stupid. They already look dumb. And then you just make them look more dumb. We nestled lost much of her influence when she tried to convince such a regard over the ages. But as far as such didn't trust her as much as before. Even the most simple-minded mortals will understand this will give you complications at one point. Vanessa even failed to convince Rangoon to spare some Imperials. I don't blame him for killing them. What difference could a few more dead Imperials make? Or was it a mistake? Dude, what's mistaking is that there's snow everywhere. Do you remember the snow was that guy's worst
even in
nightmare?
the fucking briefing they mentioned that. Like, how is the snow this evil entity?
Only time will tell, I guess. We'll be here to watch and manipulate the events. There's so much to be done. What do you want, Jade? The Master
fucking
wishes to see you. I'm going. I'm done here anyway.
Isn't this the fucking same ending as the human campaign? by
Yeah,
the
he
way?
literally just says the same exact stuff with no difference in the lines, except for like actually describing what happened. So
Quit campaign and never. We should, like, I don't know, we should start a crowdfunding process to destroy every single copy of this fucking
what are you talking
That's
about,
what we
dude?
should fucking do.
We gotta play the Undead campaign now. Ooh.
Oh my god. Let's just take a look at the fucking disaster that is going to be there. This looks the same as others I've seen, so maybe it's
Actually,
not
there's,
edited.
yeah, it doesn't look like he edited this at all, as far as I remember. So,
But the lighting in the background is still fucked.
well, that's probably a default thing. So that was Legends of Arkain, guys. That was Legends of Arkain, the Orc book. Holy shit, that last mission, even on the normal difficulty, took us this entire stream's length. Or did it? Yeah, because the one that we played before that was the snow mission, right? I'm checking the stream length. I want to see how long. It was 2.5 hours. So it felt like about 5. But it was 2.5 hours.
It took our souls away. That is
Yeah.
really
I felt like, you know,
the gist of it.
one of the things that I really needed that mission was soul burn. But I had it. I had it all along. It was within me. My soul burns.
Yeah,
Dude.
man.
My whiskey.
I don't. There are no words to describe this now. Really, there is nothing we can say that gives justice to the suffering we went through.
The thing is, I really think, up until maybe a couple missions ago, but especially this mission, you could maybe make an argument that everything that's bad about this experience was accidental or incidental, an unforeseen consequence, or either of incompetence or laziness, or a positive incentive or inspiration. Like the good intentions that paved the way to hell. In this case, the void, and your soul burning forever. The problem is, this mission demonstrated a very clear, even on the normal difficulty, so the only way that this map could have been tested, the easiest possible way that this map could have been tested, was what we just played. That was the easiest setting. We didn't,
Yeah.
There's no easy mode. There's normal and hard. And we went on normal because I wasn't going to fucking deal with that on hard. So, the easiest thing was 2.5 hours of slogging, and sure, maybe I could have ended it like a half an hour earlier had I known that I just had to kill like one AI. But even so, I think that it probably still wouldn't have been that much better. The bottom line is, that map wastes your time deliberately. Like, the fact that one of the AIs, or maybe all of the AIs, are using only veteran units, and they start out with 3 upgrades. And on top of it, a lot of their attacks appear to be just fucking spawned in front of you while you're attacking their base. That is sickness.
Not to mention the fucking invulnerable undead base for no reason.
Yeah, the fucking invulnerable undead base, LOL. That actually, they don't even comment on. They don't comment on it existing at all. If you walked into some area and you're like, alright, here's our battle plan. We're going to attack the Imperials from this direction. We're going to attack the Imperials from that direction. Alright, we've got 2 AI allies. We've got all these AI enemies we've got to deal with. This is a big team battle and lots of gold mines. And alright, let's take a lay of the land. Let's scout around. Let's figure out what's... And then you find a fucking undead base. And not only that, they attack you out of nowhere. And not only that, you can't attack them back? You don't think some characters would be saying something about that? Again, think about what the story that we are told explicitly through dialogue and text, lots of text, and then compare that to the story that we are told or shown through the gameplay, through playing this, where it's just an endless fucking slog of a bunch of units being spawned in front of our eyes, attacking us, and then a bunch of enemies that cannot be interacted with at all because their base is invulnerable, and then a bunch of heroes that appear to have insane abilities, including the ones that we only get in that mission, that are supposed to be somehow unique to our heroes, ostensibly, and yet they just have them. Like,
not to mention, we actually did not bother with all the demon stuff on the bottom.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even bother looking at that. There's probably maybe a scroll of restoration.
5 million HP 5 Lord there was.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot to attack that smoking guy. Oh well.
Thank God.
He had 72,000 or 7,200 health, so that was pretty good. He was in the 9th mission of the human campaign as well, and I did kill him in that, but it was pretty sick. It's an illness. This campaign is an illness.
And the fucking map design in general, if you think about the whole way the map is built, the way the layouts are built, it just doesn't make any sense. Even logically, why would the humans build their capitals next to a fucking den of demons and fire lords or whatever? Like, there is no real consistency to how the world in this game is built.
Well, do you remember the island map? The island map where there's just a bunch of enslaved gnolls and ogres with some demons, and they're just sitting there in front of an Imperial base.
For no fucking reason at all.
Yeah, not explained whatsoever. There's just
they don't even interact with each other, I'm pretty sure.
No, well, that's the thing, is all of the AI, including your allies, ignore creeps.
That is fucking insane.
I mean, I've played campaigns like Return to Ashenvale or something, Fate of Ashenvale by Svetli, and that guy, he had like this weird thing where there's like some forest trolls as creeps, and then the enemies would just walk through them to get to you, like they were literally on a main road. And I thought that was pretty bad, but this is basically the same fucking thing, except it's even less conscionable because you're talking about demons that are just sitting there, and the Imperials are not allied with demons. I don't know if that newsflash, but and then unknown says, hey guys, hey man.
This is a fucking...
You came in at the tail end of the stream. We're talking about the end of our experience. So, You missed it all, but don't worry. The VOD will be up if you want to catch it again. Hello / escape.
Will be recorded for posterity.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the same thing as flame knives. Hopefully, through this video, nobody will ever experience this again. Hopefully.
Well, no,
is
that's
the
not
only
even
thing we
true
can
because,
hope
you know, during the Flame Knife streams, there was at least 2 people on separate occasions that came into my chat and said, I want to play this. How do you get it working? So,
Well,
you're not even really guaranteeing that, man. These people watched all the videos, and they still wanted to play it. So, sometimes there's like, you know, for custom content developers that are looking to improve or whatever, as far as I understand, Shard100 is actually not interested in making custom content anymore. At least that's what I read on a blog post earlier in the year. I don't know if that's actually still current. But after he released the second Human book, I think he said he wasn't interested in making any more campaigns. He wanted to write books. And while the amount of text in this campaign makes me feel like, yeah, maybe he should write books, also the quality of the dialogue and again, like the quality of the writing that is obvious based on the world building and the structuring of the map and the world itself, like, it doesn't instill very much confidence in me. But then again, I'm not really that big of a book guy, so I'm not really in the market for it. It's just that's not what I would think. Like, I wouldn't think while playing this, you know what, this guy really should be making books. That has never occurred to me while playing it. And, you know, usually if I feel like somebody's design philosophy for art or mediums or like video games, interactive software, if I feel like their design philosophy is actually better suited for another medium. Like, there was a guy who made a StarCraft campaign called StarCraft Aftermath. His name was Christopher Ang. I actually felt like maybe he should be doing more book writing, because he did include a lot of text. And then he also, just the way that
was
the
it
missions
the
were
one
based
about the battle cruiser being sold for money or something? Was that the one?
No, I don't think so. I don't recall that one.
The campaign I'm talking about is the one where there was a Hydra Risk variant that for some reason had the plague attack animation.
Oh, that's Echoes.
Oh, that's Echoes.
That was a sick campaign too. They were made for the same contest, same year. But and I played them back to back, so that's probably why it's easy to confuse them. But no, Aftermath is just has a lot of like flowery dialogue and a lot of really long text and random cuts in gameplay. It's obviously not great for gameplay. There's a lot of interruptions. But you'd think if this guy's like writing all of this text and dialogue, maybe he's better suited for books. I never got that impression here because none of the dialogue was, you know, indicative of any higher understanding of what dialogue serves a purpose for in games or in other mediums.
All the characters are fucking horrible. Their dialogue is either cringy as fuck or completely predictable. Doesn't even need to be explicitly said. There is no real storyline, you know, because you are spending 2.5 hours fucking smashing your head against the wall trying to beat a fucking impossible mission, and then suddenly, oh my sir, all our other troops that we did not see in the battlefield are actually being annihilated by the demons. All LOL. That's just
yeah, the amount of times they just said, our forces have been killed, or there's a massive army across the way. He said that so many times. In
this
fact,
is not how you fucking write a story.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Yeah, well... Because the problem is that takes away all of the action that you're talking about in that dialogue line is nowhere in the player's mind because they didn't experience that, they didn't witness that. You're telling them this stuff that's super crucial to the story. It has nothing to do with what you're actually experiencing, because what you're shown through experience is you won the mission, and that's your reward as a cutscene, I guess. But that cutscene just undercuts all of the impact that you went through. The amount of times that characters said, well, I guess this means we're back to square one with our plans, and we have to redraft and come up with an alternative because of some shit that just happened off screen is so insane. I get the understanding, like, the idea behind some of it was that, oh, the human campaign takes place at the same time as the orc campaign, and I think the undead campaign also takes place simultaneously. So some of this stuff might be explained later on when you play the undead campaign, and the human campaign is further contextualized by the orc campaign. But at the same time, some of these events seem to contradict one another depending on which campaign you're playing. Like, I don't think Merlin died in the human campaign, but he definitely did in this one. And, like, yeah, I don't know, man.
What I really find to be unforgivable is that this campaign makes a big deal of using the choice mechanic, you know? Different things you do in the campaign affect the way the story plays out. But if you think about it, this is done in such a fucking poor manner that it is hard to believe. For example, let's say we wanted to make a similar mechanic in a Warcraft 3 campaign, right? You have maybe you are fighting the humans, and there is a demon base nearby that is not interacting with you. You can choose to attack them and destroy them, and you can choose to leave them alone. And if you leave them alone, then maybe after the humans are defeated, you find out they have raised a massive army and will actually destroy the forces, and you will see this firsthand. So if you actually engage both the humans and the demons, then maybe you will be able to save your main army after the mission is completed. So this will be maybe a more sensible way in which the choice mechanic could be played out. But instead, we have this mechanic about making choices. You know, the mortals make choices, or whatever it is that the gargoyle, the dreadlord said at the end of the cutscene. But it doesn't even feel like it matters. It's just basically a bunch of different dialogues for a few characters, from what I understand. Nothing more than that.
There is one mission, I think,
it's not actually something that impacts the way the war plays out. It's not like you can actually try to save your army from the undead or the...
Oh, yeah. Nothing of that scale can be affected.
Yeah.
He even says explicitly, that Dreadlord guy says explicitly, like, he couldn't stop the demons from invading and stopping him from doing what he was doing. Like,
but it is even more frustrating as a result, because if you are going to have a mechanic where you can choose the storyline, at least make it feel like it actually matters instead of it being a fucking afterthought. That's what I think. Like, it's just a fucking joke.
Yeah. Well, I guess another problem is there are some gameplay changes that happen, like, I guess in the 9th mission of the human campaign. If you spare the elf girl in one of the elf missions, then she joins you as a hero. You get to have 5 heroes in that map. But maybe there was something similar with the orc one, where we could have had an advantage in that mission compared to the other one. If we did something different, like if we spared the Imperials, maybe we would have gotten a human hero or something like that. Unfortunately, outside of like individual heroes, or maybe like there's never any way you can like customize your tech tree through some story-based choices you do, right? You can't like choose to, maybe that spider stuff. Maybe you could have chosen to spare the spider, but deliberately interact with it to spare it instead of just ignoring it. That's one thing that I feel like really missed the mark with the side objectives. The side objectives, the way they work is you either complete the optional quest or you don't, and not completing the optional quest counts as an interaction with the system, as a choice that you're making. Whereas for me, if I was trying to do something like that through bank data or something, it would be, I'm saving things that you do. I'm saving the actions you do. And if you're doing an action with the spider in mission 1 or 2 or whatever it was, I think it was mission 2, then I'm going to save whatever interaction you had with the spider. But you also don't want to be like popping dialogue boxes up in the middle of text. You want it to be tied into or in the middle of gameplay, rather. You want it to be tied into the gameplay mechanics. And so you would have to have some sort of, like, maybe if you ensnare it with a raider, then you can trap it. And, like, that's somehow tutorialized to you in a way that isn't obvious, like, wrap it in the net or something. Like, you just have somebody who would say, like, we can always capture it with our raiders, or our raiders can capture these spiders. And, then there would be, like, some incentive to do that. Maybe you could add some spiders as some sort of infantry unit or something like that could come out of the bestiary as, like, a tier 1.5 unit or something that, I don't know, the unit variety, the tech tree variety, anything to have more assets, have more units in there that set the orcs apart from just basic Warcraft orcs. Instead of being, like, they are quote-unquote arcane orcs, but as in, like, Legends of Arcane orcs, like, that's the setting. But really the only thing that's different is they have, like, every spellcaster under the sun, and then they have a couple of grunt replacements. And that's it. Like, it's the same thing as the humans, where they have, like, OP ranged units, whereas riflemen are, like, a lot more fragile compared to those crossbowmen. And then they have some different spellcasters. And, like, these are drastic changes for, like, compared to melee Warcraft 3, I guess, but you're still using all of these stock assets, you're still using all of these, unedited unit archetypes, like footmen and knights and priests. And as a result, you're not actually in a position where any of your changes to the tech tree feel like you're changing the race and changing the setting as well. It doesn't feel like a new race, it doesn't feel like a new setting, it feels like I'm playing modified, like, altered melee, and like this is a specialization of a human faction or something, not the other way around, where this is a new faction entirely that uses new rules.
Yeah.
Like orcs enslaving spiders is not something that's ever seen, ever hinted at. It's never shows up in Warcraft, to my understanding, especially not Warcraft 3. It's like that would have been such an obvious way where you could say, hey, I'm actually going to do that. Or, you know, it would also show that they go into a new environment where maybe this Rangul guy, like the other guys, the Dark Mind clan or whatever that clan was that you were rescuing, you know, they've never considered that option. They've just fought the spiders, and Rangul's like, why not take them? Like, that would still be kind of a goofy thing, because why wouldn't...
It's the same thing
orcs
with
do
Vanessa
that?
and the humans, if you remember.
Right. I mean, that would
It's
further his
exact same
character
thing.
arc, because he takes the human. Right, exactly. So it's like just reinforcing that idea, is that he's willing to maybe side with these, like, uncanny... or make these uncanny choices to pimp out his army and to have you know, a certain retinue, and you know, I don't know, it's just weird. Like felt very misdirected. It felt like he had a checklist of things he wanted to get off. Chardundra, that is the author, and as soon as he checked them off, it didn't matter who checked them off. It didn't matter what the context was. It doesn't matter that like Rangul not only rescues Vanessa, but also is doing all these other weird things that set him apart from the average war chief or even orc. And it doesn't matter that that's the case, but he's also completely avoiding Vanessa's plan. He's completely, like, he thinks it's anathema, he thinks it's the worst thing possible. Whereas Sasragarn, the son of this, like, weirdo, basically, this weirdo chieftain, this oddball guy, then goes on to say, like, he's the guy that Vanessa approaches. Instead of Vanessa approaching Rangul, the guy who fucking rescued her. Like, it's just so weird. Like, he just says, I want Vanessa to try to rebel. So I'm going to have her rebel against, try to, like, persuade this guy to do it, even though that's not the right guy. Like, that's not the guy that you've been building up to be doing that. Like, it's so weird that he just checked it off with any character who happened to be convenient at the time. Hello, Ryan Zander.
We're just making a few examples of stuff we've seen in the last few missions right now, but it just makes you understand how it is pretty much impossible for this person to make a good book based off this fucking train wreck.
Well, I can't say impossible. I don't really know what else he's got going on. Maybe there was like some really big sacrifice that he made for time.
If this is what he means to base it off on, it's pretty much like, how can you even think to do something like that?
Wow.
Like you've already tortured RTS players. Now you want to torture book readers as well? Come on now.
At least book readers are used to long slogs described in text form, right? I assume. I don't know. The thing is, I think, like, I don't know if he's planning on basing Arkain off of it. The problem for me is that the gameplay, the campaigns as a body, both gameplay and whatever else they had presentation-wise, they don't really tell me a lot about Arkain as a setting. It seems like it's just generic Warcraft, but with some proper nouns swapped out. And then there's some unique elements, I think, in the Undead campaign that are going to pop up, that are different than, like, the unique in the sense that they weren't in Warcraft 3 by default. Obviously, there's some unique ones in this and the human campaign, but not nearly as much as the Undead campaign, to my understanding. And then you're in a position where, I guess, otherwise it's really just a conversation about how useful are they to separate the setting from default Warcraft. But my issue with the whole thing is that, you know, you're trying to write a book about Arkain, the setting, assuming that's what you're doing. Maybe he's trying to write a book that's completely unrelated. But if he is trying to, like, turn this into a book and not a book as called a campaign called a book for whatever reason, then what about these books helped you flesh out the setting exactly? You have some factions, you have some characters that aren't really characters, you have some names that could be characters, and you have some factions, and you have. I don't think you have a world map, so you don't really have any, like, topographical understanding of where these people are. Although he does have a lot of, like, tertiary resources on his forum, so I haven't really perused that. But there's, like, character sheets, there's, like, quotes, there's histories of the factions and stuff. Basically, like, he made what is tantamount to a wiki for his thing. Okay, yeah. So Jankovic's telling me he's making a world map. He has it in his gallery. So he's developing the setting. But nothing in the campaigns has developed the setting as like an elevator pitch. My summary of it would not fit a book. You know what I mean? Like my elevator pitch summary of Legends of Arkain as a setting does not really tell me all that much about what the setting is, because I don't know what it is, and I've played 2 full-length campaigns about it. So I don't know.
Yeah. Nor you often talk about telling the story from a gameplay perspective and a level design perspective, right? If we were to look at Arkain maps from a level design perspective, they would pretty much look like the first maps made from StarCraft back in 1998 in terms of visual quality and consistency. So there is absolutely no way we can get a decent story out of that. This is just a fucking disaster. It is way too inconsistent to have a story in this sense.
Well, there's the thing, yeah, there's not a whole lot that you can follow from map to map either, which is another issue, I guess. But the one thing that was consistent is there's a lot of pre-play stuff. So I guess the story that you can imagine is, if you try to read between the lines, a small force walks in, there's a much larger force really dug in, and then they act really stupidly until you win. But that's not a really satisfying story. You got to figure out how to paint them both as competent, and the gameplay did not do that. So we don't really have a feeling like that's the thing is when I kept saying that the antagonists or the opponents that were opposing us in this campaign and in the human one, they never felt powerful. They never felt like we should fear them or respect them. Like they never attacked me in a sense that it wasn't like, okay, well, either it's a binary, like I lost because I didn't know that attack was coming. Maybe I could have scouted it out or whatever. I could have found it, obviously, but either I lost because I didn't know an attack was coming, or I rebuffed it relatively easily. There's very few instances where it was somewhere in between there. So there's mostly those two extremes. And in either case, then I just restart the game or whatever because I failed, or I continue on the same way that I was, spamming a bunch of towers, and then they just suicide into my towers. Like, the storyline behind that is not compelling, and it doesn't make me feel like these are established military leaders. It makes me feel like these are AI. It breaks immersion completely just because of the way that they handle themselves. Now, StarCraft really does the same thing depending on where your fortifications are, but you can sort of dance around that by the way that the units themselves maneuver, and also the idea that these are larger scale battles, and you are going to have to aggress against an enemy. And so, I made it sound like 9/11. Well, there's a lot more towers than just 2. Let me tell you, there was about like fucking 50 at least per map, and that's like a low estimate. So,
really, in conclusion, what I can say is that if we can take anything away from this campaign, it is this: in terms of gameplay, in terms of level design, and in terms of story, this is how you do not make a Warcraft campaign or an RTS campaign or a game campaign in general. This is just an example of everything that is wrong with this style of approach. Well, if you want to make such a production, this is an example of what not to do. In terms of gameplay, in terms of level design, and in terms of story. All three are completely and utterly fucked. There is absolutely no saving it, as far as I'm concerned. And really, that is pretty much the conclusion. I mean, there is really nothing else we can say that.
Well, in order to save it, or
this production has.
In order to try to salvage anything here, I think you'd have to do the same amount of work that Vorgaz was trying to do with fucking flame knives. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of effort to try to do that when it's probably better spent saying, you know what, I'm cutting my losses. I learned from, whatever I learned from making this or working on it in some capacity. I'm just going to work on something completely new. Or I'm going to work on a new installment, and it's going to be better because of these reasons. I'm going to, learn from my mistakes. The problem is, I don't really see that there's much growth between the human and orc books. I don't know what the length was between them in terms of development. So maybe the undead one will be better. People said that the second human book was a lot better, but I don't know, man. Also, people said that the second human book was... Some people said it was better. Sometimes other people were saying that it was even more grindy. And then both people... I think at some point the same... Both of those sentences or thoughts came from the same person at one point, at least. So I don't know how it could be better and more grindy. Maybe they're talking about, it's better in the the text department or something. I don't know. It's not looking too hot. But we had a couple of new faces in the chat, which I always appreciate. If you guys want to stick around for more, I will be playing the Undead campaign, maybe with Dino if he's available, sometime probably in the first week of January. So you can hop in the Discord server if you want to hang, or you can just subscribe to the channel, or just find us whenever we're live. It'll be on this YouTube channel. So that's really all I got to say on it. I don't know if you have any other closing words. I know you had to go about half an hour ago, so I don't know what's going on.
Probably leave shortly, but as I said, this is really an example of what not to do. Really, there's nothing more to say than that, as far as I'm concerned. Like, if you watch this, and I think, like I said in the video itself, you don't even need commentary. All you need to see is look at the gameplay and the dialogue, read out loud yourself like we did, and you will exactly get the same impression we did, as far as I see it. There's really no need to point out the flaws. They're just that fucking obvious.
I still want to know what the fuck the deal was with like the random interjection in the middle of the snow level, where we just got Micro
Snow
out of
is
nowhere.
this evil entity, man.
Oh well, yeah. Not only was the evil entity Snow the most of the captain's concerns as orcs were plunging axes into his throat, but you also had just two blade masters come out of fucking nowhere. Why were they there? And why were they all alone? And why did they just go through this stupid maze just to die at a lich in a cutscene, but not really die? They just played their death animations as spells kissed them to death. And that was actually like a movie. That was like, but it was a poorly produced movie where like the actors were not real actors, and so they fell over, but then they forgot to stop breathing, so you could just see that they were just sitting there alive. They're just acting.
Yeah. Well,
I've never been more satisfied to press this quit button in my fucking life.
Yeah. We'll see what the future holds. For now, I really gotta leave, so bye.
Bye!